I'd like to take a couple minutes and talk to you about the jury system and justice in this country. Juries are the cornerstone of justice. Thomas Jefferson said that the only thing more important in a democracy than the right to vote is the right to a jury trial. And the reason that is because when you vote, you're voting for someone else to do your business. But when a jury acts, the jury's doing it. Jurors aren't elected. Jurors don't have to run for office. Jurors aren't paid much when they're called for jury duty. But yet they hold the power to do justice that no one else in a free society can do. We've heard a lot these days about runaway juries, about frivolous lawsuits, about juries that just come up with something crazy. But I ask you, and I ask the people that make those claims, to talk to any judge, to review any jury, to look at the true facts of any case and find where justice was not done by a jury. Juries get it right. Now, in our system of justice, juries are there, but yet most cases will settle simply because the other side knows that someday they're going to have to face the music before a group of people. So having a lawyer who can prepare your case from the beginning as though it's going to go to a jury is what will give you the best chance of a settlement that's full and fair justice. Jurors determine two things. First, fault. Who did something wrong? What did they do wrong? And then how do they fix, help, and make up for the harm that was caused? That's the job of a jury. When I'm preparing a case, I always try to view it first through the eyes of the person I represent, but then and always through the eyes of the people on that jury. The people, ordinary people that are out there. Not lawyers with all the fancy lawyer talk, but people that can feel in their hearts what's justice, what's right, and what's wrong, and what can be done to fix what's been broken, make up for what can't be fixed, and help where help can be had. Let's talk about responsibility. Lawyers, when I'm asked to speak to groups of lawyers, always ask me, how do you pick your cases, Jude? How do you select which cases you're going to take on? And I tell them the answer is simple. When I sit down with a person that's looking for a lawyer, and I listen to them, and I hear them, and I immerse myself in their story through their eyes, and something inside me moves me to say, that's wrong, and something should be done about it. That's how I select my cases. I look at the wrong that's been done. Whether it's a corporation that hurried, didn't train their drivers properly, or overworked their workers, and had their workers driving too much or too fast in order to line the corporate pockets, or whether it's a drug manufacturer that overlooked the product's safety, or whether it's a car manufacturer that didn't provide adequate safety seats for children in them. I look at the wrong first, and then I look at the motives behind that wrong. Why did the wrongdoer do that? And it is almost always because of greed. So I look at the wrong first, which is so important in our system of justice. It's about responsibility and accountability. If my clients are at fault, I admit that. But I look closely to see what the whole picture is. I tell the truth because there is nothing more powerful than credibility and the truth in the courtroom.